Welcome to the jungle, welcome to New York. Welcome to my music, welcome to my world. Music you come. Welcome to the jungle, welcome to New York. Welcome to my music, welcome to my show.
Hello, this is a program for the Music Yellow Cut. That's my very good friend Mystic Bowie. Not only he's a great guy, but he's he's a great friend, and we recorded some pretty cool stuff. We recorded recently some amazing song which is called Itty Bitty House, Super Monkey Dead Grip style, and it's a weird collaboration that mixes a lot of different influences musically.
Definitely.
But but Mystic wrote some great lyrics that it just resonates throughout the song.
Yeah, Itty Bitty House. I wrote that song because I was booked to perform a concert in Jamaica, and a few weeks before the concert took place, a hurricane hit Jamaica, completely destroyed everything, including my house. So I had no house at the time.
Even Itty Bitty House wasn't existing.
It didn't exist anymore. So I got to Jamaica after the hurricane, and the promoter said, Mystic, the concert is still going on, still happening. I said, how can a concert happen? Nobody have houses. I mean, most of us lose our houses, including myself.
Yeah.
He said, well, these people need the music to uplift them. So we did the concert. And that inspired me right there on the spot to write the song Itty Bitty House and a Lot of Sunshine. So I wrote the rest of the song on the flight back to the United States. Basically we don't need much. That's why I say I don't need your fancy car. Keep your anger and your war. Don't need a mansion by the sea. Today for you, but life is for me.
Absolutely.
Itty Bitty House and a Lot of Sunshine is all I need.
Very nice.
So that's what that song came about. Yeah.
How you started, with the music, and actually that reggae wasn't the original route for what you do right now. You wanna say something where you are from, and what kind of a music was kind of the route to whatever you do right now?
You just gotta learn to never kiss and tell, man.
Yeah, I was brought up in a tribal community. The tribe is called the Maroons. So you can Wikipedia, Google, whatever, look up the Jamaican Maroons. The Maroons were the first set of slaves that were brought to the Western world, West Africa, by Spain following the discovery. In 1655, the British invaded. Those slaves, most of them, ran away to the mountain in the middle of that conflict. They escaped, they ran away to the mountain, and some made a deal. Correct, and some made a deal to fight. With the British, made them a promise, you would be free people, so we'll fight for you, help you to fight, because they know the mountains. And then the British backtracked, withdraw the deal after they won, and said, well, we want to reinstate you in slavery, and these people rebelled and said, no, it's not happening. So they started killing all the British soldiers. They camouflage themselves, wrap themselves in vines and stuff like that to look like a tree trunk, so the British soldiers come up with their muskets. So in 1738, King George III, who was running things at the time, realized that they can't beat these runaway slaves. So they made them a deal. Give them a portion of the mountain for themselves. And the agreement that land can never be sold.
It's kind of like a reservation.
Correct. Mm-hmm. Can never be taken. Can never be taxed. Nice. It's for the unborn and the born Maroons. So I can hand it down to my children and so on, but no one can never get a title for that property.
So you cannot hand it down to me?
No. But you can visit, of course.
Yeah, and I will.
Yeah, sure.
That's why we're going to make the video for the song. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, so that from that tribe, the kind of music that we play came straight out of West Africa, called Maya. It's all drums and vocals. So from there, you know, growing up in Jamaica, obviously, even when we grew up in a tribal community, we still would hear reggae music because it's everywhere. Reggae and calypso. And then I was discovered at 7 years old. You know, the first record when I was 9 by Jack Ruby label. So because of that, I got more dragged and more exposed to reggae music. Reggae and calypso is what I started singing from there into the hotel industry and stuff like that. Then, you know, for whatever reason, it takes off. And I fell in love with my reggae music.
Excellent. What do you think when the non-Jamaican are making reggae? I know that there's a special Jamaican expression for the people who make a reggae, and then you know, they do it a little bit differently. What is the main difference? What would you say, and what kind of you know, advice would you give to people who, you know, who wanna play reggae? Because people love reggae. So, but then, you know, how authentic it is, and what are your thoughts about it?
You know what? For 17 years, I've been the lead singer for a pop band called the Tom Tom Club. Originally called Talking Heads. And it changed, called the Tom Tom Club. I've been the frontman for 17 years. So I'm a Jamaican.
So basically,
singing pop music.
David Byrne left, you came in. That was the...
Yeah, they did their thing before, and then I came in a few years after. However, I'm a Jamaican singing American music. I don't see anything wrong with somebody else singing reggae music. As a matter of fact, I take it as a compliment. Knowing that this big music from that tiny little island have such influence on the world. So when I see other people sing reggae music, I raise my chest and walk like a king. And say, you know what, that came from my little island.
Awesome.
Jamaica is a mix, and because of that, for example, if you listen a lot of the line licks in reggae music, and really pay attention to those licks, you realize you're hearing blues, you're hearing jazz. Why? Because when Jamaica got its independence, you know, a lot of Jamaicans were allowed to come to a place like America and Canada, England, to work on farms. Right? So what they do is they would buy new records back then and bring it back to Jamaica and get it on the radio and play it on their little sound system. And all those influences get brought into the original ska and reggae and calypso. So that's why, you know, reggae music and Jamaican culture is a complete mix of race and nationalities and cultures, and that's what makes it so interesting.
Yeah, there's a lot of great people actually that came, you know, obviously you and
I don't know about me,
and
being great,
and
but
Bob Marley, of course, and you and Grace Jones.
Oh yeah, I love Grace.
What about Grace Jones? Because I know that you are close friends. Can you say something about your friendship and?
Yeah, I'm actually, you know, we do quite a few shows over the years together. Grace, really nice person. Really nice person. You know, she commands respect. You call her Miss Grace Jones. She's like the school teacher type. However, yeah, her son Paulo and I are really good friends. As a matter of fact, he just did a remix. My song Never Kiss and Tell for me. He's still not yet out. Hanging on to it until the right time. They're really cool people. Number one plan is, as you can see over there, I just bought a lot of computers for my library that I just built, the Mystic Bowie Cultural Center Library in Jamaica at my school. So I'm now buying all the computers, outfitting them, and getting ready to be shipped to my school. So that's number one. You know, I always put my students first. My children always come number one. Here. Number two is, as you know, I'm rewriting all the Talking Heads hits. I chose all the hit songs from the Talking Heads, and I'm rewriting them in reggae and ska, and maybe a touch of calypso. Why? Because my whole life growing up in Jamaica, I was always around Talking Heads music.
So Talking Heads music is actually very important to you personally.
Correct. I grew up listening to a lot of Talking Heads music, and it's actually in a lot of movies, Caribbean movies. There's something used. Thanks to Chris Blackwell for that. You know, Chris Blackwell is a born Jamaican who own Island Records, who worked with these guys. You know, mission right now is we're leaving for Jamaica in 2.5 weeks to deliver the shipment of the computers in the school, get it all hooked up, get it work, and then I'm moving right into the recording studio in Ocho to record a new album, a self-titled album called Talking Dreads.
Excellent.
Talking Dreads is gonna be my new band, basically playing talking heads music in reggae. And I know it's gonna be a hit, so keep your eyes open for that one.
Absolutely. Okay, Mystic, thanks a lot. It's a pleasure. You're
Yeah,
a
man.
great friend. You're a great man. And again, you can check Mystic Bowie. You can check his website. You can check his Facebook. Friend him. He's a fantastic guy. So peace.
Peace.
Music Yellow Cup.
2 pieces.
.com.
Kocham Polskę.
Ramming on the jamming, Rastafari put a smile on your face. You're rocking on the jamming, this I wanna make you move for your waist. And every time you jam the rhythm, this I wanna make you brush up the place. And every time you jam the lyric, this I wanna put